Archer didn't have the next second to put a word to what Josie meant to him. The door of the Hummer was ripped open, almost off its hinges. Archer fell out first, the camera right after. Off balance already, he was defenseless against the huge hands that grappled and grasped at his shoulders, and the ferocity of the man who threw him onto the asphalt and knelt on his back. "Jesus Christ!" Archer barked just before the breath was knocked out of him. "Shut up!" The man atop him growled, dug his knee into Archer's back, and took hold of his hair. Archer grunted. Shit, he was getting old. The guy in the house not only made him, he got the drop on him. Archer ran through what he knew. The guy was a suit. 170 tops. Didn't work out. He should be able to flick this little shit off with a deep breath. Hands flat on the ground, Archer tried to do just that, but as he pushed himself off the pavement, he had another surprise. It wasn't the guy in the house at all. The man on his back was big, he was heavy, and he wasn't alone. There were two of them. While the first ground Archer's face into the blacktop, the second found a home for the toe of his boot in Archer's midsection. Archer bellowed. He curled. He tried to roll, but that opened him up, and this time that boot clipped the side of his face, catching the corner of his eye. The blow sent him into the arms of the first man, who embraced him with an arm around his throat. Archer's eyes rolled back in his head. Jesus, that hurt. His eyelids fluttered. One still worked right. He looked up and stopped struggling. The guy who had him in a headlock knew what he was doing. If Archer moved another inch and the man adjusted his grip, Archer's neck would snap. As it was, the guy was doing a fine job of making sure Archer was finding it damn hard to breathe. His eyes rolled again as pain shot straight through his temple and embedded itself behind his ear. He tried to focus, needing to see at least one of them if he was going to identify them when, if he got out of this mess, they could have the car. No car was worth dying for. But he couldn't tell them to take it if he couldn't speak, and he couldn't identify them if he could barely see. There was just the vaguest impression of blue eyes, a clean-shaven face, and a checked shirt. Archer's thoughts undulated with each new wave of pain. Connections were made, then broken, and made again like a faulty wire. The one that stuck made sense. These guys didn't want his car, but they sure as hell wanted something. Just as the chokehold king tightened his grip and his friend took another swipe at Archer's ribs, one of them offered a clue. "You asshole! Thought you got away with it, didn't you?" That was not a helpful hint. Roger McIntyre took the call at 10:35 without benefit of a secretary. Didn't need one, didn't want one. The kind of work he did wasn't dependent on memos and messages. He kept important information in his head. If he shared that information, it was because he wanted to. If Roger wasn't in his office, couldn't be raised on his cell, had not told his colleagues where to contact him, then he meant not to be found. That's what a company guy did. He delivered what the company needed and was rewarded with the knowledge that he was the best in the business. Everyone had tried to hire him away. Disneyland, Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, but a company man was loyal. Roger was loyal to Pacific Park, the oldest amusement park in California. Loyal to the man who had given his father a job when no one else would. Loyal to a man who treated him like a son. Now he was about to deliver a piece of good news the company needed bad. He was delivering it before schedule, and that made him proud, though it was difficult to tell. Roger's smile was hidden by the wall.